Good morning. Just moisturizing the old hands. Did quite a bit of hand washing yesterday because yesterday was my first day of subbing for middle school math because I'm doing like a 3-week everyday substitute job. And I was thinking, should I tell people about this or not? And I decided I would want to know about this if I didn't know. So, I've talked about a healthy lifestyle, healthy eating, healthy sleep, stuff like that. So, yesterday, I went to the school kind of early-ish in the morning. I was there the entire day. I left at 3:45, drove to a friend's house because I'm going to help take care of her horses and dogs and cat and fish. Fish that live in a great big pond, those kind of fish that you throw food out to, scatter it on the pond. Anyway, so it was a long day. Then I went to my daughter's house to talk about the day. Good morning, Kathy. Hey. And hey, anyone else who's watching, because I can't see all the names. Good morning. So at my daughter's house, I visited, had dinner. Yay! Because it was getting late already, and I didn't have anything prepared at home. And then I helped take care of the kids a little bit. Well, my daughter said to me before I left, "Are you tired, Mom?" I said, "No." That's what I want to tell you about. When you particularly eat healthy and you're not putting junky food into your body, you tend to have all-day energy. Now, you do have to eat about every 2 to 3 hours because that's pretty much when your body needs it. And, not large amounts either. And this is the thing, though, that was so significant to me. Before I started on this healthy lifestyle, if I would get stressed out, and even though I enjoyed being in the classroom and working with the kids and things went well, it was stressful. So previously, if I would get stressed out, it would exhaust me. It's like, you can be exhausted by physical activity, but you can also be exhausted by just too much going on up here and a lot of emotions and everything, right? So I realized that eating healthy and living healthy not only helps with how you feel physically, but it really helps with your mental health, because I was not exhausted. I did not feel like, I just got to go home and collapse. I still had plenty of energy. I went home and I read. Today, one of the things I'm going to be starting to teach about is scientific notation and exponents. And I spent a couple of hours reading about that. Yeah, I know. Normally not interested in that kind of stuff, but, I'm going to have to teach about it, and I wanted to make it interesting for the kids. So I was looking up real-world applications of these kinds of things, because everybody's always more interested when something involves the real world, right? I love thinking about concepts, and intellectual kind of stuff, but what's really nice, especially when you're a kid, is to have a teacher make a subject that you do not like turn out to be something that might be interesting and or useful, right? So the point is that I had all this energy to do all that, and I attribute most of that to my eating every 2 to 3 hours, which gave my body a constant source of energy, helped keep my blood sugar nice and normal instead of ups and downs. And, when you feel good physically, it usually affects your mentality too. Felt good mentally, and just everything was working together to have energy and to have a good outlook on things. How can I not tell you about that? If it was me, I would have wanted to know. So, if you want to know more, go ahead and get in touch with me, okay? And even though I originally got on this program to lose weight, do you know that there are people who do it to gain weight? And there are people who do it, very athletic and active people who do it just to maintain their weight, but to stay healthy in the same way that I did. You know, you can see a really slender person or a skinny person. That doesn't equate with healthy, you know? But your weight does affect your health. But if you're not eating healthy and you're real skinny or you're slender, that doesn't mean you're healthy. It's complicated, right? Carrying excess weight has a poor effect on your health. It can lead to developing many conditions and diseases and such. But you hear about people who are really thin and, my gosh, they're diabetic, they had a heart attack, whatever. So it's not just excess weight, but it's what you eat and how you eat that also affect your health. Anyhow, we can talk about this in more depth if you get in touch. And say a prayer for me today, because yesterday was kind of introductions in the classes and, just getting them motivated. Today, we're getting down to some real teaching. We're going to do fractions. We're going to do exponents and scientific notation, maybe start the Pythagorean theorem, and we're going to do integers and absolute value. Who remembers what those things are? Who doesn't want to remember? Well, I hope that I'm going to make it memorable for the kids, and at least if it's not something that they end up liking, something that they at least found interesting and a little motivated about. Okay, have a good day. Make healthy choices.